in like a flood. And the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. You know, that's what's going to happen when the so-called white man comes in like a flood. That's who the flood represents, the so-called white man coming in, besieging, what do you say?
Noose. Lift up a standard is H5127 and it's noose. And this is what it reads.
Yeah, man.
All right. It reads to flee, escape, to take flight, and depart, disappear.
Disappear. You're going to have that ability that day to disappear, to escape. Really disappear, man.
Ooh, this next one, friend.
I go over the Negro
To fly, to the attack.
To fly, man. Bird's going to get that power to do that, man. In that day, it's going to fuck a lot of people's heads up. It's gonna fuck a lot of people's heads up, man. When you see men that you thought, nobody says in the book of Wisdom, Solomon 5, going to like verse 4, he said, we calling these guys life madness, man. Ends of no, yeah. But these niggas were flying. They was shooting fire. They was throwing tanks down the street.
As it said in Job, Salaki says, is these days we once had in derision?
Yeah.
Or whatever one it is.
Yeah.
That was one, we once had them in derision, man. You know, because you got it, bro.
Hey, go ahead.
To drive it, to take flight,
That's right.
to put to flight.
You're gonna put something in flight too, man. A lot of soldiers, a lot of niggas, nigga women, nigga babies, we're gonna pull them to the next fucking side of the globe, man. Literally.
And there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
When they saw Solomon, they was taking care. On Samson, they was taking care of.
Yeah.
Men was getting put to fight when they saw Samson.
It's gonna happen again.
No, it's gonna happen again. There's nothing new under the sun. What you say? Gonna put their babies on the other side of the globe?
Yeah.
Kick them, pump that.
Power kick them.
Yeah, you gonna get a taste of them Hebrew sandals, man.
And be there to catch them on the other side, to kick them back. One of the other brothers gonna be over there, man.
Yeah, man.
That's spiritually disappear.
That's right, man. Hey, man, we gonna do that, man.
That's
Now,
crazy.
like the Lord said, you don't have to believe.
Yeah.
These are for spiritual ears, man. But it's gonna happen. You know. We gonna, and the Lord is gonna give certain men. You think like the brother said, you think our elders have been in this thing for 30 plus years, out here fishing?
Ain't ready.
Yeah, he ain't ready to get busy, man. You crazy? Hey, man, we got the same spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. When Yahweh Shai said, it's been burning in his heart, man.
Yeah.
They're doing to Edom and to the ones that hate are haters of the Most High, man. For 2,000 years, this man didn't have anger. So what you think he gonna do? It gives an account in Isaiah 63. It gives an account in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. But what it's gonna be like when you're in the 3D in the flesh? When you see this thing, man. You see the one you call sweet Jesus really split somebody down the middle like a banana. What is your mindset gonna be in that day, man? Is it gonna still be a game? Is it gonna still be time to scoff and show your black ass guns and tap dance and do steps in the street? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be time to hit the keyboard and put LOL and like laughing emojis in that day. You ain't gonna have that in that day, man. You ain't gonna have nothing but cold steel hitting your flesh, man. You niggas out there.
Right. Like I say, there's two.
Go ahead, bro.
That's why
I get started with them niggas, man. I get
started.
Go ahead, bro.
That was edifying, bro.
Cause you ready.
Like the scriptures say, man, our weapons are spiritual and not carnal, man. Spiritual is eternity, man. That's why we had an immense amount of patience with them clowns that came up on the block yesterday, man. Because we know our weapons are spiritual, man. You niggas coming up on a carnal level, man. That's minuscule compared to what the Most High is going to conduct in this place, man. So we not worried about you simple-minded Negroes, man, because we deal with you on a daily basis, man.
That's right.
And just gonna be soft targets in that day.
That took the words out of my mouth. They gonna be able to get all the carnality they can handle. They gonna have their stomachs full. They gonna have to get all the ignoramus carnality they can handle. And the most I let shit the fan, we won't have to touch them niggas, man. They gonna be touching each other.
And the thing about it too, like the Lord said, this is my kingdom, my servant fight. We have full understanding that. The Lord, like our elders say, we are wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So we gotta put the world as a serpent sometimes, and as a dove. And we understand even yesterday that went our battle. It's an easy thing to get on the carnal level with you, but we know that we're outnumbered. We ain't scared of you, but we ain't stupid either.
I got a piece of.
But like the brother say, in that day, them same number of men that you have, we dare you to put them in front of one of the men when we get those powers. One swipe with the sword, one looker at you, we gonna make your heads pop, man, like a zit in your face. You know, it's gonna get very serious and ugly and nasty out here, man. Okay, especially when the Lord ordains men, our elders, apostles, man, the elect out here, man, to run through you niggas, man. I mean, run through you niggas like Bo Jackson. Okay, go ahead, Al.
It's Isaiah 29:9. It says, "Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink."
Yeah, you niggas come up against something that you don't even know what you dealing with, man. You might be up here dealing with Abraham, man. The Lord said, Abraham is my friend. So what you think if my friend, my brother have a problem with somebody, guess what? I got that same problem.
For real. We just was talking about that, man. Like, you know, cameras was off. Like, if you got an issue with him and you come to help him or to exceed him or whatever you doing, man, you gotta run in with me now, man.
That's how the Most High is.
Yeah, the scripture says
Saying with his men.
Matthew 12:30. Either with me or against me.
That's right.
If I can say this right quick too, like, man, and then like you got groups like all the fraternities and stuff like that, man. We call ourselves brothers because we believe in the same doctrine, man. We believe in the same thing. That's what really constitutes a brother. You call yourselves brothers. Oh, that's my sci-fi. Or that's my other brother that's in a fraternity with you. But how can you call that person your brother? And he might be an atheist, a Freemason. And y'all believe in the same thing, man. We believe in the same thing. That's why we call ourselves brothers.
Spiritual brother, they're a carnal brother with labels and being man pleasers.
It's a reason why, but it's a reason why they come up with you know why they hate the brethren are most going to hate the brethren of the Lord and the men of the Lord is because of the unity. That's jealousy, man. Like, oh, these brothers together and you know they on one accord, man. That strike hatred and on the goings on. This Amos 5:10, it says, they hate him that rebuke in the gate, and they abhor him that speak uprightly, man. And all we doing is correcting these people, man, telling them, look, the Father about to kill you, and there's always our people coming up against us, man. That's why we ready to strike, man. You know, like, even though Edom, we gonna get them, man, Edom might have a cordial conversation with you, man. You know, they're not gonna be as roaring lions trying to devour you right there. They're gonna be speaking smooth words to try to, you know, maybe trick you or deceive you, but our people just flat out don't have no knowledge. Like the one that was on the end, he couldn't answer one word the dude was telling him. What's civil mean? Well, I don't know. You just talking loud. Well, what this whole thing is we got going on? Well, I don't know. It just seemed like y'all doing it, but y'all talking too loud.
I don't know anything.
Then he said he didn't know anything.
I got you a precept, all right?
Go ahead, huh?
This what Yahweh shall say about these bitch ass niggas. This is Matthew 23:33. Ye serpents, you generation of vipers. Call them snakes, man. How can you escape the damnation of hell? Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets. Are we not prophets?
That's right.
Are we not prophesying? And wise men, and scribes. And some of them you shall kill and crucify.
And this they that killed the children. I mean, it's the children of them that killed the prophets.
No, this is them.
This them, yeah, but they are their fathers in reincarnation, right? Yeah, that's them, man.
Right. And when he talking about our people.
Our people, man.
Talking about our people, man.
That's right, man.
Niggas. And the prophets came out, Jeremiah said, I came out here for your good.
Good.
Shall good be retreated with evil? See what I'm saying?
Well, and Paul said in Galatians, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Jeremiah got thrown in a pit because he was telling them the truth.
Isaiah, book of Isaiah, the 5th chapter say, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. And reward evil for good. Y'all gonna get put
They
together.
gonna get it, bro. They gonna get it. And they tell you in Amos 5:15 to say hate the evil and love the good.
That's right.
You know, and we all done for y'all good. Now, whether y'all can recognize that or not, we really don't care. Because at the end of the day, we seeking salvation, man. We gotta make it. So if you one that's completely disannulling, trying to even get right to get on course, we already on course running a race, man, trying to get saved. Y'all ain't, if y'all can't get in line, man, with this here, man, like he said, like Elder Tall said last night, we only talking to elect, man. We ain't talking to you if you ain't, we only talking to somebody who gonna give ear to this, man. And that's it, man. And they're gonna keep their foot.
Break down this 37.
Great.
This is Matthew 23 and 37. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee. Alright? Thy people, y'all
Yeah, I got it. And they talking about our people, man. Who you think stoned Paul, huh? It was his people, man. It was who you think killed the Son of Man? You know, that was his people, man. Even though who delivered him up, man? Our people, man. It's our people. It's the 2/3, man. The 2/3 are against the elect of Israel, man, right now. On
Give
this
us
side.
Barabbas.
Give us Barabbas. Give us a murderer. But listen, when Barabbas would have got out, what you think Barabbas was gonna do? He was gonna murder some more people, huh? Once you a murderer, you always a murderer. Like,
That thirst for more.
you gonna have thirst for more? They gonna let me go as if I'm gonna be a changed man. What they call it when you get out of jail, you rehabilitated? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Man, that shit make you more psychopathic, man. You get out and feel like a lot of niggas, 2/3, feel like the world owe them something. Huh? They feel like the world owe them. Man, the world don't owe you nothing.
Hey, let me bring out the rest of this.
Go ahead, huh?
How often would I have gathered thy children, even as a hen gathered her chickens under her wings? And that's what we doing. This is when we go out there and prophesy. That's our great king, through the Spirit, gathering in his people, gathering in the elect. But guess what? You shun wisdom. You shun knowledge. You don't want it, and you would not. And he said you would not. He said, I'm trying to bring you back into the fold, and you're rejected. So this is what's gonna happen to you niggas. Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. For I say unto you, you shall not see me henceforth. Alright, till you shall say, blessed is he that come in the name of Yahweh Shem Shah. And the only people that's gonna do that is the person's elect. The majority of our people are gonna reject, man. Most High trying to, when you see us men on these highways blowing this trumpet, throwing out these rivers of living water, this bread of life, throwing out these gold nuggets and pearls, that's our Heavenly Father through the Spirit doing it himself, man. We just vessels. We're just servants doing the bidding of our great King. And when we out there prophesying, that's our Heavenly Father trying to bring you back in. That adoption, that grabs you back in through his word. But no, you love white supremacy, man. You love oppression. You love black culture, hip hop. You love this new age philosophy, YOLO. You know?
I got a precept back on what you just said.
Bring it up, bro.
This is Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh.
Break it down.
That's pretty much point blank period. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all are content with living as a second-class citizen under a race of people that don't even like you, that killed your children in the past and that are killing your children today. But the Most High put that spirit on you because he doesn't want you. And verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophecy deceits. Like in those whorehouse Christian churches, y'all just want to dance around and coon and put that tithe money in the basket while preacher do you wrong is popping your woman on the side. But it doesn't matter to you because you hear that Sweet Boys playing on the organ and that music sounds good to you. That's why y'all deserve to die because you want to hear sweet things.
It's really you.
This
First John 2:15, backing the brother up. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right.
God, man. And you hard-headed, stiff-necked people, man. You're in love. You have a passion for this world. And you so glued and plugged into the matrix, man. It's nothing that we're going to be able to do to get you to drag you 2/3 out of it. Okay? So that's why we're prophesying for a select group, the lost sheep of Israel, man. We could care less about anyone else besides the lost sheep of Israel, man. And that's just the way it is. That's how it's gonna be.
That's your precept, bro. This is Isaiah 20:15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
A covenant.
Bring it out, bro.
A covenant with death, man. You got a contract with this world, man. A contract with the so-called white man and his philosophies and his doctrine, man.
Even when you tune yourself in one of these sororities, man.
That's
You made a covenant with death, man.
That's right.
The Lord said, the Lord had given commandments and make no contracts with them, make no agreement with them, with our enemies, man.
Ooh, listen to this. And with hell are we at agreement. Damn.
You shaking hands with this world, man. Y'all partners.
Satan.
That's right, man.
The spiritual demon Satan, man. That motherfucker don't got no fucking red pitchfork. When you subscribe to the American dream philosophy, you're shaking hand. You're in bed with the spiritual demon Satan. He got you. He got you connected to the matrix. You got it, bro.
See, and it also see, if he was of the world would love his own. And look at the treatment we get out here, man. What love we have got from the so-called white man? The devil.
Even our own family.
Our own family.
Especially.
Yeah, they cast you out. They say,
We family. We supposed to be there for each other.
then you come in this truth, we kick your ass to the curb.
I want him at my house. Oh no, I want him at my house. I ain't invite him.
He don't celebrate holiday.
Yeah, he a Muslim.
Muslim.
He a Christian. He
He a Muslim.
He a terrorist.
They Muslim and coke. A terrorist. That's it.
Yeah, but I'm not around here riding in the F-250 shooting people, hanging people, burning people.
Right.
I'm not out here.
Each sport.
Yeah, I'm out here got a goddamn jihad flag and shit. You know, riding around. You know, IEDs. I ain't done a fucking thing. These brothers haven't done a goddamn thing.
Hey, bro, my cousin went to my mama. He told my mama some shit. He told my mama some shit about me. I was mad, but the shit he said was so it was funny. he said, Auntie Jackie, man, I looked at Cuz page on the internet. He into some deep shit. I think he one of the Al-Qaeda's. Y'all need to go get him some help before he strap a bomb on himself and go kill himself and some people. He dangerous. My cousin from the country. That nigga said, I think he Al-Qaeda. I'm like, God damn. It was so funny. I had to laugh. I was mad. I'm like, I had to laugh at this dumb ass, man.
Listen to this. Like, I had a friend of my dad tell him the same. He's like, oh man, I think your son's a terror. He couldn't even say terrorist.
Yeah, man.
Or we in the code or something, man. They love to say that.
Yeah, you motherfuckers. Yeah, man. There ain't gonna be no excuse because the Lord is gonna say, hey, I gave you a prophet that was amongst your family line. You shunned him. You said my word. You know, the Lord gonna do a number to a lot of you family members and shit, man. You know?
What do they say? Blood is thicker than water, not the spiritual water.
Right, man.
Hey, let me finish this precept. And when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, when these Gurkha troopers come in, Blackwater, martial law,
the same flood that was in Isaiah 59 we just read.
Yeah.
Stormtroopers and shit. The same flood. Go ahead,
it shall not come unto us. That's what these Christians think. We're gonna get beamed up in the rapture. Jesus is not gonna let nothing happen to us. That's what they think. That's what our people think.
Yeah, that's what the scripture said. It should say peace and safety, sudden destruction happening there. Hey, them same people in the purge that was in the church, but the nigga in the back.
They got whacked.
Yeah, the nigga in the back trying to teach us one of the scriptures. Hey, they were thinking the same thing.
That's what they were thinking. And they put that in that movie on purpose to show you When you house up in the whorehouses, you will not be delivered.
Hey, hey.
None of them survived. Nobody in that church survived. And the people that did survive, they had left the church and came back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The same people in South Carolina, when David Ruth ran in there, they was thinking the same thing. Them black ass niggas, man. Now they in the spirit world, knowing who the enemy is now. Knowing who the Most High is now, man. And it didn't do that to tell you, you get your black ass in them churches, man, you will be slaves, man. You will be knocked off.
In fact, just think about it. If you having some fine bitches in them churches, when them damn troops come in, they gonna kill everything that move, but guess what they gonna do in that so-called holy place?
They gonna save the women. They gonna save.
They gonna fuck them in
Yeah,
that
they gonna
so-called
save
holy
them and
place.
fuck them. Yeah.
They gonna fuck them on one of them pews,
Yup.
on the pulpit, in the choir. Mark my words.
Right when they committed them abominations.
Yeah, that same Caesar Borgia, that same
He gonna be
statue that you
looking down at me.
he gonna have that same look.
He gonna say, look.
With the two fingers, fingers.
He might even start smiling. That's a big point.
That's right, man.
For we have made lies our refuge.
Yeah, you niggas, man. I gotta go even deeper. You Americans.
That's worse than
Yeah,
nigga.
Yeah.
that's worse than niggas.
Yeah, you Americans. You made refuge. You made lies your refuge, man. You know, you simple ass niggas. You done made your woman a refuge, man. Okay. You some of you niggas, you just a rest haven for hoes, man. Hoes just get over on you niggas left and right. You just
Simps.
Yeah, you just stain my fucking eyes, man. To look at you, you niggas, man. I'm talking about you men. A lot of you older, white beard ass niggas, man. You just hard to look at, man. You so stupid. Them niggas run to the coattails of a woman, man. But go ahead, Doc.
And under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Yeah. You niggas love that. That's what you love to have it so.
And the scriptures say money is a defense, and it says wisdom is a defense. But when you got to take that word money is a defense in its proper context. Because when shit hits the fan, Ezekiel the 7th chapter say your silver or gold will not deliver you.
The one that you got to have.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Finish your point.
You gotta have this spiritual money. You gotta have this knowledge and wisdom to sustain you, man. All right. So
Let's get it. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
all right.
That's it.
So and under falsehood have we hid ourselves, man. So everything that you think that will deliver you when shit hit the fan, you got your guns, you got your money, your guns. What they said on the movie, Baby Boy, Guns and Butter. Neither one of them will deliver you from what's to come.
Right.
You got it, bro.
It's Romans 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. How unsearchable are thy judgments, in His ways past finding out. That's the riches, man. You know, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Most High, man. That's above all, man. You know?
And that, remember we did that video on it, just to speak on it. Remember we did that video on the buy this truth, sell it not.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man. And that ain't that spiritual buying like he said, man, going out here and cashing your money in for your bitcoins for you know, thinking that this gonna protect you in the day of wrath, man. Like he said, Richard driving away in the day of wrath or somebody paraphrasing or something like that.
Another scripture too.
That's Proverbs 11:4.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, riches
I got you. Break it down.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
It don't, man, because riches driving up. When you go into Timothy, riches driving away. Matter of fact, get 1 Timothy 6 and
I got one too. Thank you.
Alright, and it tell you in Timothy, man, it's gonna go right hand in hand with this, man. That riches driving away sleep. Is that in Apocrypha? Right here. I'm gonna find it out. I'm gonna find out. 6 and 8.
I'm gonna finish the end of this.
Go ahead, finish it off, bro.
Righteousness delivered from death.
Yeah, man, and that righteousness is this truth, walking uprightly in fear of the Lord, man. You know, having a sense of urgency in this society to know that, look, I gotta flee from wickedness, man. Like the scripture tell you, if you flee from the devil, he will resist. If you resist the devil, he will flee from thee, man. And the devil is just wickedness, man. It's the off doing of the Lord. Go ahead.
This is 1 Timothy 6:9.
Uh-huh.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
That's right.
Which drown men in destruction and perdition.
And that's cornerly on richness, man.
Read one more time.
Read it again.
1 Timothy 6:9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
What's the head of that? You look at some of these black billionaires and millionaires,
It's killing them, man, to be rich. Fuck.
it's pride. That's wrong the most, man. They can get arrogant as fuck. You know? They think they're above first these laws, but then they start thinking they're above Esau laws. And get, what they say, they put they got the horse, they got the wagon before the horse. Yeah, the carriage, man. And then they start getting so proud that I'm so rich, I don't believe in a God. What is God? And the Most High got a Christian. The Lord did Antiochus that. Well, he started to believe, like, damn.
And Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
You got more? Wait.
The minute it's true. Get the spiritual knowledge of these spiritual riches.
Get lofty.
And get above themselves. Many of them. We just had what his name? I get the nigga Jordan, man.
Yeah. He got beside himself, man. He got past beside
And
himself.
guess who humbled him down, huh? Salakia.
The Lord.
The Lord. Through who? Through his sword.
Yeah.
Humbled him down, man.
They say God's puffing it up, man.
Yeah, man.
And to show you, man, like a lot of brothers get kicked out of the truth, and a remnant of them go keep teaching. And that guy went out 2 weeks after that. So that lets you know when he was preaching Yahweh Shai, he was doing it for contention of filthy lucre. Because if it was just all about Yahweh Shai, he'll still be blowing the trumpet now, man. Dude, you look at that dude's page is dry, man. So that means when he was pushing his truth, he had an ulterior motive. He wasn't in it for fear and trembling, man.
What the nigga Hebrew name was?
Yaradan.
Which means Jordan. He was all for Jordan, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It says what?
Jordan, wicked. Jordan is a fucking demon.
Sirach 31. That's what I thought you said initially. I thought you were talking about Michael Jordan.
No, that's why he
went down.
No. He people thought he named his name
Jordan, which is me. Yeah, right.
He did it because of Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, right. This Sirach 31:1, it says, watching for riches consuming the flesh, man. And that's why outwardly right now, he consumed me a dried up herb or a seed just walking around. Like, what are you doing now, man?
It's many guys like that, man.
You dead out here now, man.
He's making parody videos professing that they on the block. They ain't on the block. They ain't doing shit. They back flipping birds. They flipping chicken wings for fucking what, man?
And flipping the wrist like a stir fry.
Yeah.
When you leave this, man, like, just jump off the 3rd floor whenever you get time, man. Just what it is. Just take off and just be a man, because you know. And you think them scoffers know when they leave this, they know they done, bro? You think they really know in their mind? Especially if there was of the circumcision, they know, bro. They know they done, man.
It's in the back of the head.
Some of them don't. Them motherfuckers be so bad, bugged out.
Right.
They be thinking they're the Most High dealing with.
There's a nigga in Chicago. That nigga think the Lord dealing with him.
I just did a video on that. I just did a video.
You know that.
I already know that. I just did a video today. I up and over the bug house and fall house are enemies to the cross, man. I just did it on that. Yeah. I just did it on that. And it's strictly that. So you got it, bro.
Proverbs 23:4. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thy own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven.
And that's what's going to happen when this economy crashes. All these guys with 50 million, 60 million, all these entertainers, that money going to fly away when this economy crashes. They gonna grow wings. They gonna They're gonna be gone, man.
And just like the EBT cars they had in the time of Katrina, when these guys was in the van, they could actually put zero of this bank account. What you think gonna happen with them bank accounts? Who owned those banks? Last time I checked, JP Morgan Chase was one of the elites, man. You actually got your money sitting in these elite banks. And then on top of that, let's say you had some money stacked up at the house, dug in the backyard. That shit's gonna be toilet paper that day, man. You gonna have all the money you want when you walk outside. Cause they're gonna be, what they say, paint the streets red. They're gonna paint the streets
city
red.
red.
Yeah, you gonna paint the city with FRN notes,
Man,
man.
on a lot of these movies, when they show the movies, the brother brought it out, man. The fucking money be just laying all on the ground and shit, man. They telling you what's gonna happen, man. You can't. Then when you look at the movies, they scanning people and shit.
Yeah,
This is gonna be a new economic system, man.
but niggas, when we go to the movies, we watch it we have a spiritual eye, so we looking for the signs, the symbols, the Illuminati symbols, we're looking for the terminology that we know of. But you go there for entertainment. You go there to clap your hands, eat your popcorn, kiss on your woman's neck, probably, get your, niggas go get a little nookie in there. Get freaky and shit on the back wall.
That's why I don't go there.
Yeah, but we don't
Like that.
we never.
We selective when we go see, man.
Yeah, we going there. We ain't going to see no fucking Medea Goes to Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas party. We watching spiritual things. We'll go there to watch the movie Wall Street, and they show you how they're gonna collapse this whole thing.
Right.
You had something?
That was it, bro.
Yeah, you had something? Hey man, so with that, man, we hope that was edifying. We went through various topics, man. And we got scriptures to back them up. So with that, as always, man, we'll give all praise to Yahweh. The honor to the elders and apostles of GMS, peace and blessings and salutations, man. To those men, they elect men out there, man. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.